Go for the beers. Go for the cheers. Go for the hit and the hits. Go for the scene. Go for the screens. Go for the gallery. Go for the win. Go to Ocean.
Hey, how are you? Happy Sunday. First, before I even talk about the Phillies and tell you how this show is brought to you by the wonderful people of Colony Pools and Power Washing, let me just say Sundays are awesome. Like, we don't have to go somewhere, just cover one game, for instance. Is this what you guys do every Sunday? Just hang out, watch football? This is amazing. And baseball. This is amazing. I get used to this. Anyway, welcome into the show. My name is Marc Farzetta. Remember yesterday when I dropped that little nugget about how I would be happy. The Phillies need to sweep. They need to complete the sweep. But you take 2 or 3. Anything can happen in that third game. But, let's complete the sweep. I wasn't going to be furious if they didn't complete the sweep, but I'd be a little upset. Well, I am borderline furious after this one. And here's the reason why. It's not just that you didn't complete the sweep. It's not just that. It's that the St. Louis Cardinals, now stay with me, a bad baseball team, tried to hand you this win on a silver platter, and you just went, oh, no, I'm full. Thank you. That fourth inning where they gift-wrapped 3 runs and handed it to you, and you wasted it with Dusty Wathan thinking, oh, let me send Nick Castellanos because, he's fleet of foot. We went over this on Fightins Postgame last week. When we talked about the open buttons and all that, that's not aerodynamic, folks. As my man Joe pointed that out in the chats last week. I can't believe for the life of me that Dusty Wathan sent him. I can't believe it. And we'll go through the entire thing because Akito, whatever, he'd give you 3 runs. Made a horrible decision to let that. Well, actually, it wasn't a terrible decision to let that pop fly bunts from Bryson Stott in the 4th inning. He let that fall, and then he had the double play. But instead of going with the double play, he then tried to tag Alec Bohm. He tried to, I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he forgot completely about Bryce Harper, who was going back and forth from second to third, and then realized, hey, they're not even thinking about me. And then Bryce Harper rounded third to score, and the Phillies were able to get on the board. Then after that, I got to see his name to pronounce it somewhat correctly. I'm sorry. Where did I put that? Here it is. He goes up there, and there's another error. This one, a throwing error that allows JT Realmuto to be safe. It's a 2-run throwing error. Good Lord. On a great play, by the way. I think it was from Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado was incredible throughout this entire game. Kikudo, whatever his name is. Anyway, he tries to turn double play, can't do it. Throws it away, 2-run score on his throwing error. So thanks to his incompetence, you get 3 runs on the board just like that. And then this is the part I blame myself for. In the 5th inning now, remember yesterday when I was saying to Paul Goldschmidt, he really hasn't hurt you? Remember I said that? It really hasn't gotten to you? Got you a double yesterday, but didn't come up with anything clutch. Well, I should shut my big fat mouth because you know what? He came up with a 2-out, 2-run double in the 3rd inning in this game. Then came up with a solo home run, 406 feet to center field, and a sinker that just hung up there from Taijuan Walker and made it a 4-3 ball game. So he allowed you to take the lead. Then Nolan Arenado later in that 5th inning, he came up, he got an RBI double, made it a 5-3 game. And the Phillies, until the 8th inning when Alec Bohm got a home run to lead things off, had that slider that he went down and got. And you saw him when they showed the replay from the side angle, from head on. You saw the side. You saw Alec Bohm kind of had a little hesitation. Then he followed through, and he blasted it 407 feet to left field. To Big Mac land, that is. And that made it a 5-4 ball game. Nick Castellanos came up, and he came up in the clutch. This one was an RBI single to left field on a 1-2 changeup that he waited on, tied things up at 5 apiece. And then Sir Anthony Dominguez in that 8th inning was facing Walker. Now, Walker's a good prospect, obviously, very good prospect that the Cardinals have in their organization. Didn't do a lot in this particular series, but I was thinking at that at bat, I was like, we really haven't heard much from Walker in this one. And then sure enough, he hits the home run in that one right there. Another sinker, 400 feet to left field. That made it a 6-5 ball game. It would be the difference in the ball game. But what really is infuriating about this one in particular is when a team is trying to hand you the game and they hand you 3 runs in that 4th inning. And let's go through it because it wasn't just the errors there. It wasn't just the errors or the misplays. Harper walked on 4 pitches. Alec Boehm gets a single to left. Stott goes up there, has that bunt attempt. That's where Caracudo couldn't field it. That's where the run scores with Bryce Harper. It's a 3-run game. Then JT Realmuto gets hit by a pitch. Brandon Marsh he walks on 4 pitches as well. So Harper, 4-pitch walk. Realmuto hit. Marsh, 4-pitch walk. And then Jake Cave comes up after Caracudo came up with his with the throwing error that allowed 2 runs to score. Jake Cave comes up and actually puts good wood on the baseball. All right, actually puts good wood on the baseball. You have Castellanos on second now after his RBI double, or actually after his throwing error there with Caracudo. So you have Nick Castellanos on second base. Jake Cave steps up, hits a liner to left field. It 1 hops. And for whatever reason, by reasons we will never fully understand or never know, Dusty Wathan thought with 2 outs in that situation, it would be a grand idea to send the not at all fleet of foot Nick Castellanos home to try to score the go-ahead run on that play. He was gunned down. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Thrown out by a country mile at home. Thrown out by a country mile at home. I still can't believe it. All the things that needed to go wrong for the Cardinals in that inning pretty much went wrong. Phillies did very little to capitalize on it. It actually got a hit. They got 2 hits in the inning. They got Boehm with a hit, and then they got Cave with a hit, and they were only able to use the Boehm hit because Boehm later scored. Like, it doesn't make any damn sense. Doesn't make any damn sense whatsoever that a team like the Cardinals were trying to gift wrap you a victory, and you're like, I'm good. That's what's frustrating about this win, or this loss, excuse me. The fact that the win was there for the taking, and now you got to go into Atlanta for another 3 games. Yes, you build up a 3.5 game lead on the Cubs. They play tonight, 7:05, I believe they start tonight. So you have an opportunity here to maybe make a little bit more noise if you win this game. And unfortunately, that just was not the case tonight for the Phillies, or this afternoon for the Phillies. Very frustrating to see the way this game and how it played out here. Cubs and Diamondbacks, 7 o'clock start time in Arizona. Cubs, by the way, trying to avoid what is now what would be a 5th straight loss? Yeah, 5th straight loss for the Cubs tonight if they can't beat the Diamondbacks. That's where we're at right now. That's what's like. This Phillies team, I know we're in the final 2 weeks of the season. I know that you can't take anything for granted, but this was one of those games that was just there. It was just hanging there waiting to be picked. It was they're ripe for the picking. And the Phillies just said, I think we're good. We don't need it. They don't need it. Very frustrating loss today. Am I happy they took 2 or 3? Yes. Should have been a sweep. Could have been a sweep. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Bottom line is the Phillies, I think, are still making the playoffs. That's the good part. It's just a question of whether or not they're going to be able to close out this regular season in the top wild card spot in the National League. So that's what I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for. Let's talk about the pitching. Taijuan Walker. Man, talk about gutting out a performance tonight from Taijuan Walker. In total tonight from Taijuan Walker, 7 innings. They just kept sending him out. I was shocked. They just kept sending him out. He goes 7 innings, 5 runs, all earned, 8 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Did give up the home run using 109 pitches. That's 109 pitches for Taijuan Walker in this game. Absolutely unbelievable. So he goes out there tonight and gives you that kind of effort. It was very similar. First inning, 10-pitch inning. All 3 first innings for the Phillies in this series. Very quick, very efficient innings. 10-pitch first inning. Then in the second inning, 13-pitch second inning. Okay, still going well here. All is well. All is good. And then the third inning, that's when they got to him. Edmund leads off with the single to center field. Then Kinsler goes up there. He gets the infield single just past Boehm. Just dropped by Trey Turner. He had first and second with no outs in that third inning. Then Caracudo goes up there. He gets the fielder's choice. He gets safe at first. They end up challenging it. He was out. You have first and second. No, challenging it. Yes, he was out. You get first and third with one out. Nootbaar goes up there, flies out to left field. So now you have a situation where you have 2 outs in the inning, and Nootbaar makes the second out. Goldschmidt steps up there, gets the 2-out, 2-run double to left field on a cutter that was just over the middle of the plate that Goldschmidt just went and got. Then Burleson works a walk at the hands of Taijuan Walker, and Arenado delivers an RBI double to left field on another cutter out over the middle of the plate, and Palacios goes up there, and he lines out to right field to end the inning. That was a 28-pitch third inning for Taijuan Walker. You could say that it was the situation there where he didn't have his best stuff. He didn't have his best stuff. And the Phillies bats tonight, they didn't have their best stuff either. Seranthony Dominguez, the only other pitcher to throw tonight, and he was able to go out there and give you 11 pitches and give up that solo home run, unfortunately, to Walker, the game-winning home run. So that one was a rough one. Multi-hit games for the Phillies. Trey Turner came up with 2 infield singles. In that first inning, came up with a swinging check swing, infield single. Just beating it out at first base, showing off the wheels. And then he had an infield single later in the game on a swinging bunt. Alec Boehm had a 2-hit night, also with that home run, his 17th of the season. Love to see that. Now 3 away from possibly getting to that 20 home run plateau. Don't think he's going to get there. Boehm 2 hits, Stott 2 hits on the night. And then Rojas, Castellanos, Cave all came up with hits for you at the bottom of the order. Brandon Marsh was pinch hit for, only got 2 at-bats in this, 3 plate appearances in this one, walked in one of them, went 0 for 2 the other times. How about this? Kyle Schwarber gets a double in this one. In the left center field gap, worked a double for himself. That was nice to see. But all in all, Phillies take the loss 6-5 in the ball game. Let's see how you guys are feeling about this loss today. How you guys doing? Welcome into the Fightins post-game show. I know you guys are probably keeping one eye on the Cowboys tonight as well. We'll get to that. Mark, this is not a good baseball team. Farzy can't bench tomorrow. Why? Why after every loss? Why after every loss? They're a playoff team, okay? They're not just a playoff team. They're the number 1 wild card team. All right. I understand that's a consolation prize. I understand that's not winning the division. I understand that's not being one of the best teams in baseball. But as we know, they were not that good last year either. And they also made it to the World Series. They won the National League pennant. They got a ring for it. I didn't like the ring, but you understand what I'm saying. Like physically, I didn't like that they actually got a ring. But anyway, not the question. As far as you can't bet the bar, JT not the best catcher in baseball. JT Real Muto. They made a point of it enough times during the broadcast tonight that JT had family in the stands today. The Oklahoma product had family in the stands today. You wouldn't know it. JT Realmuto, after 2 hits in game 1 of this series, where you're thinking, oh, wow, he really is good on the road. He goes 0 for 4 yesterday, and then again goes 0 for 4 today. Holy Stromboli, JT Realmuto, what are you doing? What are you doing? Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Sir Anthony, laugh out loud. Another good gopher ball to lose the game. Very true. Yeah, gonna get this from our friend Corey Seidman, NBC Sports Philadelphia. Corey Seidman put it out there, yes, during the 8th inning. 3rd time in his last 5 outings, Sir Anthony Dominguez allows the go-ahead or game-tying home run. Not clutch, Sir Anthony. Not clutch. Anyway. JT 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Shocker. Yes, it's not good. It's the opposite of that right now. Get me after a loss to the Cardinals that they try to hand you the game, and that's what you do. Tyler Bulge up. Sir Anthony gave up three home runs in 3 games. That sounds difficult to do, actually. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. Actually, no, I am very mad. Bad loss. The bullpen gave up home run again. It is a bad loss. And yes, the bullpen gave up a home run. Sir Anthony Dominguez gave up a home run. Offensively speaking, if you tell me this Phillies lineup is going to get spotted 3 runs, I'm telling you they win the game. And Taijuan Walker's pitching, I'm telling you they're going to win the game. I would have lost that bet today, unfortunately. I would have lost that bet. At least we won the season series against the St. Louis Cardinals. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate it. Far as I can't bench the bar, can we talk about the late innings not taking the lead? Yeah, sure, absolutely. If you look at what was it, that what was the 8th inning? Alec Bohm leads off with a home run. It's now a 1-run game. Bryson Stott gets the single. JT grounds out to third. Oh, by the way, Nolan Arenado. What is he, 32 years old? How the hell old is Nolan Arenado now? That guy still plays third base like he is 32 years old. Nolan Arenado still plays third base like he's a spring chicken playing in Colorado. Like, he's unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's not breaking news, but every time I watch him, I just go, damn, that guy is incredible. And he is absolutely incredible. But yeah, JT Realmuto, another struggle-filled night, unfortunately. Also, Farzy benches 405 for reps. Thank you, Sir Sketchable. That is, too, a lie, but that is, I appreciate the feel there. Because how could I, wait, hold on. Not going to brag, because how could I? We suck. But yeah, Walker is going to be amazing. Glad we got one. Oh, Ari, that's you, Ari. Yeah, Walker is pretty damn good. You were the first person to tell me about Walker. You Cardinals fan, you. JT is not good at the plate. I concur. As far as he can't bench the bar, I wholeheartedly concur. Greg Benson, I think I would have sent Rojas. I certainly would have sent Castellanos. Was he wearing snowshoes? Look, that play in the fourth was 100% on Dusty Wathan. 1,000 billion% on Dusty Wathan. Nick Castellanos is just really, 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 really slow. And if you're Dusty Wathan and you're sitting there and you got 2 outs and you see Nick Castellanos running on a line drive to left field, you know he ain't scoring. You know it ain't happening. And I'm watching him, and I look at that ball, I'm like, that was way too hard. And Castellanos wasn't even at the bag by the time the ball was fielded. So I'm not sending him. Normally, even an average runner, I can send. Nick Castellanos, not happening. The guy runs like he's coming out of quicksand. Tyler Bolus, what's going on? Hello again. Sir Sketchable, hello again. Farzy can't bench the bar, hello again. Farzy can't even put a plate on the bar. You know what? Who can put a plate on the bar? Who wants to bench just one plate? Who does that? Huh? It's a little lopsided. You know what I'm saying? I have no point. All right. Sir Anthony, Sir Anthony was able to give up a home run. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Why is Mark ripping on Qatar? I believe it's pronounced Qatar. Anyway. Actually, it was Genghis Khan. Anyway, Sir Anthony making Dallas up 7-0 on the Jets. Oh, whoop-de-doo. As far as the Commanders are losing right now. The Washington Commanders are losing right now? Okay. 8th, yeah, 32. Laugh out loud. What? No, he's 32. Yes, he is. Anyway, thanks everybody in the chat. You guys are wonderful as per usual. All right, here's what we got coming up next. Phillies, ladies and gentlemen, after the 6-5 defeat at the hands of those rat bastard Cardinals, I'll just say it like that, they will take on the Atlanta Braves for a 3-game series, the last series against the Braves this season. That all gets underway tomorrow night in Atlanta, 7:20 start time for the Phillies. In that one, Zach Wheeler will get the ball against Kyle Wright. Zach Wheeler will really try his best not to suck nearly as much as he did in his last start. Zach Wheeler gets started against Kyle Wright. Wheeler 11-6 on the season with a 3.70 ERA. Kyle Wright gets the ball 0-2 with a 7.48 ERA. Kyle Wright has been shelled in his last couple of starts, including his last start against the Phillies, which was back on the 11th. Lasted just 3 innings, allowing 6 runs on 6 hits, issuing 2 walks. It was the 7-5 Phillies victory. It was their only victory in that 4-game series against the Braves. So that's at least a good sign this time around. By the way, the Braves got shellacked by the Marlins today, 16-2. So that's fun to say. As for everything else, Cubs are... Oh, no, there was one more thing I wanted to get to you guys. Get to you wonderful, beautiful human beings. Good news on Charlie Manuel. We opened the show with it yesterday. I want to make sure that we get it in also today. Doctors are encouraged right now, according to a statement and from Charlie's wife, Missy. Quote, this morning, the Phillies received a positive update from Charlie Manuel's wife, Missy. Charlie has made progress over the last 12 hours. This story came out around noon today. His doctors are encouraged. The Phillies said in a statement on Sunday that Manuel is very appreciative for the Manuel family is very appreciative for every post on social media. Charlie feels the love from the Phillies family and fans. Missy believes the incredible support is aiding in his recovery. I say it all the time. People, they make jokes about it. They good vibes, prayers, thoughts, tweeting, oh, what does that do? You did nothing today, right? You did nothing if that's all you did. No, family sees that. Family sees that. The person recovering is told about it, and that makes you feel good. And sometimes that's just enough to help put you in the right direction. I think that's a beautiful thing. So keep the good vibes going, keep the prayers going, keep the thoughts going to Charlie Manuel and Missy Manuel and the rest of the Manuel family as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is Fightins Postgame. I'll be back with you guys at the Farzy Show tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. right here on the JAKIB Media YouTube channel, as well as the Farzy Show YouTube channel as well. Alex Schmidt produced the program, did a wonderful job as per usual. I'm going to go and kick my feet up. Oh, Farzy can't bet the bars. You're a good man. That's a good lady. I don't know. Thank you very much. You're very kind. Yeah, New York Giants down to the Cardinals. Oh, that's a shame. New York Giants suck. They're getting outscored 57-0 in the first two games. That's a shame. Tyler, have a good one. Farzy can't bench the bar. Have a wonderful one. Appreciate all yous guys. All right. Have a great rest of your night. Be back with you guys 6 a.m. live for the Farzy Show tomorrow morning. Look forward to that. And that'll also be on Fox 29, 7:45. So you don't want to miss that as well. Right before Birds 365. It works out great. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.
If you own a company and you're not producing a podcast, you're missing out. The public consumes messaging when they're ready. Join the professional podcast network of companies and let JAKIB Media Partners put you in the podcast arena. Come to our professional studio, or we'll come to your place of business and professionally produce your company podcast. Call JAKIB Media right now at 267-261-3428. 267-261-3428.
Heading down the shore, have a ball once more.
Here, imaginations run wild and time stands still. Because here, you can find the best of the Jersey Shore, all on one 5-mile island. So leave the old you behind and get lost in the woods.
Wild, wild, wild wood days.
Score and save at Southeastern PA and Delaware with Colony Pools this football season, and let the experts close your pool with a custom Merlin safety cover in green for the birds. And if you join our Winter Watch team, we'll give you another 20% off, and Colony Pools will handle it all. Keep your tiles on your pool, not in your pool. Fly with Colony right now, birds fans. Visit flywithcolony.com. EAGLES, Eagles.